Hi, I'm Mike Hale from Colosseum, and I've got the June recap for you today. We're going to cover the Breakout Hackathon winners, the team selected for Colosseum Accelerator Cohort 3, the Eternal winner. I have an interview with Slant and Tempo, and we'll finish with a news roundup of everything going on in Colosseum for June. Just a quick note before we get started that the arena has moved from Colosseum.org to Colosseum.com. That's where you can find all Colosseum-related resources now. News is that the Colosseum team and judges have selected the Breakout Hackathon winners, so let's run through them. In the DeFi category, Vanish took first place. That's an on-chain privacy solution for Solana. For stablecoins, first place went to Cargo Bill, which is a stablecoin payments platform for supply chains. On the gaming side, Crypto Fantasy League took first place. That's a fantasy sports app for crypto tokens. On infrastructure, Flux RPC won that track, and it's a Solana RPC that fully separates from the validator layer. On the consumer side, Trepa, which is a sentiment prediction mobile app, took first place. For DePIN, Decentralized took first place, which is a platform that makes satellite communications cheaper and easier. Platinum took the AI track, and that's a payment middleware that enables MCP builders to get paid. OpenSoul took the University Award, LootGo took the Mobile Award, and IDL Space was the Public Good, and the grand prize winner was Tape Drive, a scalable decentralized storage network that rewards you for storing data. Colosseum also selected the Accelerator Cohort 3 team, so let's take a look at them. The first Eternal winner was selected, and that was Slant, an AI data scientist with research-grade Solana analytics. Also coming out of Eternal was Tempo, an automated trading bot platform with ultra-fast execution and zero-slot transaction landing that was invited to join the Accelerator Cohort 3. I had a chance to talk with the founders of both of these projects, so let's take a listen.
All right, so I've got Kellen and Michael. They're the co-founders of Slant, which won the first Eternal Hackathon. And they're here to kind of share some of their experiences with Eternal and tell us what they've got going on. So Kellen and Michael, thank you very much. First, if you could just give us a quick intro to Slant and then what you thought of going through the Eternal program.
Sure. Yeah, I guess quick intro to Slant. Both Michael and I have worked 4 years and like kind of deep in Solana data, working at Flipside Crypto, and yeah, got a ton of experience on the data side and the analyst side. And with the improvements in AI the past couple of years, we saw a lot of, like, we kind of saw the ability to leverage AI and data in Solana to answer questions that a lot of different protocols and like researchers had on Solana. And so that was the impetus for us to start building Slant. And then about a couple months ago, we saw the post about the Eternal Hackathon, and it seemed like a great opportunity, one, to kind of give us structure building it, because when you're starting a company, it's very wide open and there's not a lot of structure. So even just that process of having the 4-week sprint and checkpoints along the way helped accelerate our process a lot. And then, yeah, just the submission process and the interviews with the Colosseum team went really well. And yeah, we ended up winning the Eternal prize. And yeah, they've been super supportive, and the Colosseum team has been very helpful in terms of shaping the product and the vision for Slant.
Great. So as you start heading into the next Accelerator Cohort 2, the 8-week program, what are some of your goals and maybe some of your short-term plans for Slant coming out of that process?
Yeah, so Our main focus right now is releasing our beta to specific users. We're initially targeting either kind of research funds or other protocols or businesses that would find kind of the deep research capabilities of Slant to be extremely useful, and using them as a feedback engine to help continue shaping the product. So our goals in the very short term, as in like the next week or couple of weeks, is to start working with a few specific partners and continuing kind of discussions with other potential partners down the road. And what we're really excited about with the Accelerator is, one, the collaboration with the other great teams that are going to be part of this program. They're kind of going to be sort of our eventual clientele, but for us, it'll be great feedback engines. And then, I think we get, like Kellen mentioned during the Eternal process, a lot of structure that is really useful for an initial kind of go-to-market launch, and having that advisement from the experts in the industry to help us get there is going to be really useful.
Great, sounds good. Well, again, congratulations on winning the first Eternal prize. If there's anything else you'd like to share.
Yeah, thank you. I think we're both super excited to build out this product and super excited to work with the Colosseum team to get our vision to come to life.
Yeah, I would just
Nice.
say, if there's anyone that thinks that research assistant on Solana sounds useful for them, feel free to reach out to us, and we're kind of using the community as a way to help shape the product and understand what everyone is kind of looking to get answered. So we're excited to keep building this.
Great. Well, I appreciate you guys taking a little time out of your busy schedule. I'm sure it's a busy schedule. Again, congratulations on winning Eternal. Thanks very much.
Cool. Thanks, Mike.
First, yeah, thank you.
All right, so I've got with me Christian and Mickey. They are the co-founders of Tempo Trade, who was just selected to be part of the next Colosseum Accelerator. So Christian and Mickey, nice to meet you guys here. Just kind of give us an overview of what it was like going through the Eternal program and what some of your thoughts on that were.
Hello, it's a pleasure to be here. Yeah, very thank you for asking us to make that kind of interview. It's a great pleasure for us. So maybe let's start what we really like from the Eternal, let's say, competition, but our program. The thing which is very important for us is that we can, let's say, show the progress during 1 month. In our opinion, it's very important, and for us, it was a lot of fun. Of course, also it wasn't only one thing we was doing at that time. Yes, so a lot of time pressure as a devs, which will building, let's say, also some kind of other hackathon stuff in the same period, but still that everything was in the Solana ecosystem.
Yeah, and it took. I think that exactly as Christian said, this is pretty good that you can actually make all the updates in each week. So you actually you feel the pressure, but you also get the better motivation. So you know you need to do something each week, and it's pretty good to actually make some tasks and set up everything for each week's sprints. So yeah, I agree. This is a very good experience. And we haven't seen this actually in any other competitions like this. So yeah, it's definitely a good experience. I think it should be it should look like this.
Nice. Yeah, and you were selected to be part of the next Accelerator cohort with Tempo Trade. So just kind of give me a short overview and everybody of what Tempo Trade is and what it does.
Oh, let's say at the beginning about the problem. Solana is not Ethereum. Here we have more than 2,000 transactions every 400 milliseconds. Yes, it's that current tools to automatic trader cannot keep up, let's say, with the amount of data, and the time which they have to trigger action. So our main focus is to build a place which at first have a lot of data analytics, which user can use to find some kind of insights and the data in the traders world, and also want to have very fast execution times. So we strongly believe that when we create the platform, when users have access to, let's say, the real-time data and the rich filters, they can make better decisions. And it's what exactly Tempo Trade project is about. So making trading automation accessible to more users and make them really understand why it's important, why it's so important in the competition world, which is the trading.
Yeah, exactly. So both the educational stuff that we are preparing and building for people to educate them, but also actually the tools and trading bots that we are building that will give them all of this experience and beat the competition that we already have on the market.
Nice. And now you guys are going to be part of the Accelerator, the next Accelerator team that's kicking off shortly. Just finish it up with some kind of, what are some of your short-term goals for the project, and what are you hoping to get out of the Accelerator program for the next 8 weeks?
So at the beginning, it's completely different approach than, let's say, two guys coding things on the basement, yes, trying to create bots from themselves and make some fun in the hackathons. Yes, when we learn that we going into Accelerator, we start thinking in a completely different way that we need to build a real company. Yes, it's completely two different approach. From that period of time, we do a lot of legal stuff, yes, because bots market, it's not so easy. Yes, it's not really a decentralized platform. There is more things to care about. And that kind of approach also, let's say, limited us to change our short goals, because at the beginning, we want to create the all-in-one platform, which users don't really want to care about any infra part, yes? So we handle everything. But to achieve that, we, in dial world, we need to manage the user keys, yes? And from that perspective, it's a lot of stuff in the legal way it need to be done. So our short-term roadmap change a little. We want to, at the beginning, focus on the private bot sector. So already users buying the bots from undoxed black market, yes, they need to wonder about that if they pay a few thousands of dollars, they get that bot and the devs keep updating it. So at the beginning, we want to focus on that advanced traders and provide them tools, the better, faster, and let's say from the trusted team. Yes, and in the same time, we like building the all legal stuff which need to be done to match our end goals, so be able to manage user keys, because in only that approach we can be the fastest on the market later, because it's very hard path to, let's say, go with all restrictions and compliance to achieve it.
Christian and Mickey, thank you so much for taking some time to share a little bit about Tempo Trade and what you're looking forward to. Congratulations on being part of the next Accelerator, and wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Dev.fun hosted a World Cup style challenge, including regions from around the world, which was won by Blabzer out of Africa. That's a SocialFi platform that rewards users for blabbing about different topics and projects. Dev.fun also announced some big updates, including the ability to launch pump fund tokens directly on Dev.fun, on-chain apps with DevBase that supports features like token management and payments, and custom apps for live streams that interact directly with the chat. Blockmesh is merged with Perceptron network. It's a full-scale integration between the world's fastest-growing decentralized data infrastructure and next-generation AI framework designed for real engagement and rewards. MetaDAO hosted an ICO 2.0 sidetrack for the Breakout Hackathon, and the winner was Trepa, who also won the consumer track of Breakout, and as I mentioned earlier, was invited to be a part of the Colosseum Accelerator. MetaDAO also announced the launch of their own validator. Hylo was featured in Pine Analytics Trailblazer series, where OX Plish explored the future of decentralized stablecoins. Hylo's also launched a Discord server and have taken beta user snapshots for future rewards, but those details haven't been announced yet. Watt Protocol was featured on Solana Floor with a dive into volatility farming, which lets you wrap any token, even meme coins that don't normally return anything, to earn passive income. Watt Protocol is working towards their mainnet launch. You can learn everything you need to know about DeCharge, from its local roots to a worldwide rollout, in an 80-minute podcast with the founders. DeCharge also announced that pre-orders for the Charge Beast, which is aimed at private commercial lots, fleet hubs, or mall parking spaces. And Boost continues to announce more partnerships, including Big Water Protocol, a decentralized proof of impact ecosystem that transforms real-world climate action into digital rewards, Mayo Treasures, a Telegram-based RPG game, and Ubi Network, a decentralized compute protocol that turns unused compute power into earnings. And finally, Rakurai has partnered with Sanctum to offer a high APY on its liquid staking token. They also published an in-depth overview of how liquid staking tokens work and how to use them to earn more rewards.